This is the MC Reggie Fresh Morning Show. The station that pays.
This is MC Reggie Fresh from the MC Reggie Fresh Morning Show. And folks, guess who's in the building? She was born in Lebanon, Kentucky, home of country ham days. She graduated at Marion County High School, class of 1987. And she's a proud registered nurse. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Mrs. Julie Thompson Robey.
The only thing that matters now is everything you think of me. In you I find my worth, in you I find.
This is the MC Reggie Fresh Morning Show. The station that pays.
Welcome to the MC Reggie Fresh Morning Show. How you doing, Julie?
I'm doing great, Reggie. Thanks for having me.
Oh, not a problem. You know, you my schoolmate. Gotta get you on. Nurses call the shots.
That's right. I'm glad to be here. Yeah, schoolmate. That's right. Class of 87.
Class of 87. That's what's up. Okay.
Yeah, we got a 35-year class reunion this year.
Oh, yeah. I definitely got to make that.
Yes.
Because, you know, people are dying and stuff, and you just don't never know.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Yeah.
So the first question I want to ask you, Julie, is what made you want to become a nurse?
Well, Reggie, you know, I was a single mother, and I had gotten out of high school, and I really didn't know what I wanted to do. I'd had a few jobs and worked in a factory, and I was a home health aide and a nurse aide, and then I just decided that I needed to go back to college. And so I did, and I guess nursing was kind of like job security and stability and longevity, and so I just thought it was a good career choice. So that's how I made the choice to go into nursing.
Okay, so how long you been a nurse?
I've been a nurse for 28 years. I graduated December of 1994 from Elizabethtown Community College, and it's a part of UK community college system. So I'm a wildcat.
All right. So listen, so check this out. So right out of high school, did you go to nursing school then, or you waited a year or two?
I didn't. I waited. Actually, I think I was almost 20 when I went back to high school. Back to college. So, and then I did about a year and a half of my basics and got in the nursing program and did 2 years afterwards. So.
Okay, that's outstanding. Now, tell me what was one of your memorable moments as being a nurse. Probably hard to remember, but just give me the best one of your best ability. Which one is the best?
I would say my most memorable, probably as a nurse, I took care of, I did home health for several years, and I took care of a little lady, a young lady that was 16 years old. And she passed away on her mom's birthday, and I remember thinking how awful that would be as a mother. And I told her mom, I said, I'm so sorry. I know that has to be heartbreaking. And her mom said, you know, Julie, I can't think of a better gift than having my daughter go to heaven on my birthday.
Oh,
and
wow.
That just has stuck with me all these years, to think that a mother could look at it like that.
Right, yeah. And
so that's probably one of my most memorable moments.
That's wonderful. I like that. That was great. I bet you that might have been the best.
Yeah, it's a good one.
So let me ask you this now. When you went to nursing school, what was the requirements that you had to have? Because I know you got different people can be CNAs or RNs or whatever. How does that work? And then what's the requirements just to get certified?
Well, now, see, I'm an RN, so we had to actually, where I went to college, there was a point system to even get into the program. So there were points based on where you lived and your GPA and that sort of thing. And then there were requirements for what kind of class you took, and math classes, and just psychology, and I mean things you don't even think about with nursing. And there was microbiology and anatomy and physiology. And then, of course, once you finish all that, there's an exam you have to take and pass to make sure you get your license. And so that, it's a hard thing to do, no matter if it's a 2-year degree, a 4-year degree, if you do your master's or your bachelor, your PhD. It's all hard, and you all have to take the test to be licensed, and then you have to keep up your CEUs, your credits through the years. You have to get all that to maintain your license. So there's quite a bit to it.
So let me ask you this. Yeah, I know it. So check it out. So now you got a kid. You in nursing school. Did you have a kid then, right?
I did. I had a child.
How did you do all of this to be focusing? How did you stay focused?
I used to just tell myself I can do anything for 6 months, because a semester would last 6 months. So if I could just get through one semester, because it is hard, and it's hard when you don't have kids. So no matter what, just, for me and for a lot of people, it's that mindset of I can do this until I get through it.
Right.
So it was that, get through it for 6 months. And I had a lot of help. I had good family support, and so that helped a lot too.
Outstanding. Now, you got any advice? Could you give some of the upcoming nurses that's coming to this field? What kind of advice do you got for them?
Well, there's a lot of advice to give to new nurses, but I guess I would just have to say mostly be confident about yourself, because when you get out of school, you really don't know. I mean, you know a lot, but you don't know a lot. There's so much to learn, but just be confident in what you know, because you're educated. You do know, or you wouldn't be where you are. And to be compassionate toward their patients, because sometimes I think it's hard for us. We lose compassion as we're taking care of people. It just becomes a routine and mundane. And then just to be teachable. Forever be teachable.
Exactly, because I'm telling you, Julie, customer service these days and times is horrible.
It is, Reggie. And, I try to show my appreciation to others, so, even outside of nursing. And so I just say, that we are in customer service, even in nursing.
I know, because, all this internet stuff is good, but then it ain't good, because the thing is, though, is just so much stuff going on. I like manual stuff. So, like, right now, they got the GPS. I'm used to looking at a map. Of course, we was in RTC. These kids don't even know how to read a map. So
I know. We were talking about having maps in our cars, and I was like, people don't even know what that is anymore.
That's what I'm saying.
Like you said, people don't know, put a map in my car. Why? I've never heard of a map.
Well, I tell you this, it'll be a mess if the internet just wants to shut off right about now. You know what I'm saying? And we don't have no access to that. That means that you gotta get the answer. These kids go to school, they Google the answer, and that's it. But you don't know how you got the answer. And it's just, I don't understand. I think they just missed the ship. Ain't nobody exercising. We always played outside, and everybody don't even really want to go home until it get dark.
I know, Reggie. I said that too, that we aren't doing our children any justice by providing them
handicap
what we think is an life.
We being their buddies, you know what I'm saying? They need to be humble these days, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But here's the kicker though, Julie. The reason why the world is the way it is today, because the upcoming kids today don't have no discipline, and the village used to raise the whole neighborhood, and now you can't do it no more because you got to argue with another parent. And it's just horrible.
Yes, I think that's true, Reggie. We have to come together and take care of each other.
Now, did you went to St. Charles? Did you went to St. Charles in grade school? What school did you go to?
I did. I went to St. Charles.
Now, you had some nuns too, didn't you?
Yes, I had some nuns.
So listen, and I went to St. Augustine. So what I'm saying is it was some discipline. And I'm not knocking nobody who didn't go to a Catholic school, but I do know this. As we got into high school, you can tell the difference, is all I'm saying.
Yeah. And it's a different home environment now than it used to be, too, I think, is a lot of it.
Yeah, that's true, too. You know, you got broken homes and stuff like that. But it's good for you to be a nurse, because you know one nurse makes the difference.
That's right. We all have an influence on somebody, and we need to be a positive influence.
Yes, ma'am. So traveling nurses, I don't know how many nurses out there, but them traveling nurses is getting paid well too. I mean, it's a good field.
Yeah, it is a good field to be in, and not just for the RN, it's also for the nurse aide.
Yeah,
CNA out there.
Yeah.
Yes, traveling is good for those too.
Yeah.
And you know, there's been a lot, and you know, with everything that's happened over the last few years.
And y'all was in the field. Y'all was in the trenches.
Right. Yeah, so there's a lot that's been going on. So it is good, and nurses are being rewarded to some extent.
Well, I tell you what, it takes a special person. I can tell you that.
We think so. Most of us nurses think we're special.
You gotta be. I said again, y'all call all the shots.
That's right.
Okay, Julie, look, now I want to ask you, do you got any shout-outs for anybody?
I do want to give a shout-out, of course, to my husband, Tom. He's my handyman, so I'll have to give him a shout-out.
Okay.
And then I want to give a shout-out to one of our classmates, Reggie, Margaret Mattingly.
Okay.
She's just Margaret Mattingly Milburn, I should say.
Well,
kind of like you. I forget that last name sometimes.
Yes, ma'am. But she got a last. I love her last name. Used to be last name.
Yeah, that's right. And so I just give her a shout out. You know, she's just a great, great lady, and I love her so much.
Yes, ma'am. Margaret she is a great lady. That's all right. Okay, Julie, again, I know it's been a minute. You know, last time I seen you, I was giving you, your son got my CD for Pittsburgh because he's still a fan.
We still talk about that. Yeah, we talk about that.
We might go to the Super Bowl this year. We made a lot of changes, so we never know.
The Steelers might be there.
You already know. Matter of fact, Julie, you need to go to one of them games, especially in Cincinnati.
Yeah,
you're
right. We should.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The Bengals play, that's right up the street from Lebanon. Yeah, so, you know.
It is.
So it'll be something your son will like. But now, after that's all said and done, I need you to tell everybody in Lebanon, Kentucky, our hometown and city, and all across the world, what's the baddest station in the land and the station that pays.
The MC Reggie Fresh Morning Show.
And there y'all have it, folks. That's Mrs. Julie Thompson Robey. She was right here on the MC Reggie Fresh Morning Show.
This is the MC Reggie Fresh Morning Show. A station that pays.